Hi. So I wanted to make kind of a small channel update, and it's the content I'm going to be putting on this YouTube channel. So Pokemon Champions is going to be out soon, and I am so excited for that game to come out. As you can see, when they announced Chestnut and Mega Delphox for their abilities, I started to want to get into like what kind of builds I'd make, what kind of teams I'd probably go for. I'm really interested in VGC, mostly in the parts where legendaries are allowed. And although I expect it to be like there's no legendaries going to be available at the start, eventually legendaries will come into the picture. And I felt like Chestnut low key might have viability there. Of course, it'd be contending for like the fighting type slot, so it'd be competing with Urshifu and Zamazenta. But I still feel like Chestnut actually has viability because it has so much defense, right? Um, and I don't remember all the calcs exactly because I like did it a while ago. But I feel like this was a pretty good build. It does get bulletproof. I feel like it has decent matchups with certain mons, and I personally felt like it probably plays best with Kyogre, and it also does well against Kyogres and other mons that might like give this team trouble, but may also want to go like Terra Water because like Water Mons and Terra Water would kind of sort of wall my team so far. I feel like Chestnut is a pretty decent way to fighting that, and then like having bulk up. I forgot Togekiss for a bit had follow me, so I gave it protect. I might change Togekiss, but like I kind of wanted the support in the Tailwind, and I wanted to try Togekiss again because like Togekiss used to be a really good VGC mon, right? I don't remember exactly, but I just got curious. I'm just like kind of spitballing, but like Kyogre, Calyrex, Chestnut seems like really good at least. And then like this type of team can go play off of Tailwind mode, but can also play off of Trick Room because like Chestnut is pretty slow, like under 44. And I think I calced it to where it can tank at least one Glacial Lance, I think, or possibly two if it gets a bulk up off. I don't remember exactly, but if you're able to get this thing to bulk up, I think this mon can do so much. And just because of body press and how it works, it makes mons like this super fun to use. Um, but then one of the things that I had an issue with was that let's get out of here. Let's go to. I have more teams actually, but let's just go to all. I was thinking a lot about Mega Delphox and that got announced, and I was thinking about okay, it has Levitate, which means it's not going to take advantage of expanding force on psychic terrain unless you have your Indeedee use gravity to force your Delphox onto the ground, right? So aside from that, the one niche that I'm seeing with Levitate, aside from switching in on an obvious high horsepower or earthquake from like a Rillaboom, is that you would have your own Ursaluna that wants to go for oh, I didn't think about that with Terra. Oh, you know, you can't Terra Ghost Megas, but yeah, um, that your partner Ursaluna would probably go for Earthquake, and your own Mega Delphox would be immune to it because of the Levitate, right? So even under Trick Room, even if you're like really fast under Trick Room as Delphox, like they would still have to be scared of your Ursaluna who's going first under Trick Room, and you can just spam Earthquake because you're right beside Delphox, and Rillaboom can't threaten the Ursaluna that hard, not just because of the Terra, but also because the Delphox easily just threatens the Rillaboom back. And if the Rillaboom is um, Terra Fire, for example, which is usually the case, it's back to being threatened by Ursaluna again. And then I don't really know what other Terra's Rillabooms would go. I think the only other one would be probably water, right? But then you'd be weak to opposing Rillabooms at that point. Um, and depending on what's allowed, like if Raging Bolt's allowed, you'd be weak to a Thunderclap. So yeah, I'm not really sure what other Terra a Rillaboom would go. So ideally, I was thinking of doing Mega Delphox and Ursaluna, and I do think you can make teams around that. My issue though was that I don't really know how to team build further because a part of me is thinking with Mega Delphox, it has so much speed. Hold on, if I can go to my recent one, right? Probably not this one. Well, it doesn't matter. I think it's like max speed anyway. Yeah, if you look at Delphox, it has 134 speed, which is a lot. So I'm like thinking, could I play Trick Room plus Tailwind with this type of team with Mega Delphox and Ursaluna? And so far, I'm like having really big troubles trying to like figure out a good team to make with that because what support mines would I go? Like, if I go in DD for Trick Room, right? Would it be a good idea to still go another support mon that goes Tailwind, like Tornadus? Or would it be better to go a more aggressive mon that also gets Tailwind, like Dragonite? I don't really know. Like maybe I should try the Dragonite. Like go maybe Mega Delphox. I guess we could try it here. So like you can go Mega Delphox. Let me just put Delphox here. Indeedee, Ursaluna, and then Dragonite maybe. I have no idea if this would work. I don't know if I want to go Shenpao after this or what, but yeah. I don't really know how else you would make use of Mega Delphox's Levitate because I think Mega Delphox can do a lot. Like 159 is not bad at all. And it has a pretty decent move pool against Scorching Sands. You have some supportive capabilities with like Will-O-Wisp. You also get Trick Room, sure. But I think that's also something to think about. You also get Calm Mind. That might also be something to think about if like if I wanted Trick Room, should I give something up and just go Trick Room on Delphox and leave Indeedee out? And then just worry more about a team or just makes building around Tailwind users easier. I have no idea how I would want to build around Delphox, to be honest. I'm just gonna have to wait and see what people do on Showdown later on, or on Champions. But it's very exciting, and I also made a very, in my opinion, interesting build for Mega Meganium, which is this: the one niche that, let's say legendaries are allowed, right? This would include the Urshifus, the bears, right? The one niche this mon would have is to literally wall the bears. The only thing, the even though Urshifu can learn Poison Jab, that is very unlikely for them to have unless Xerneas is like too much. But at the same time, Xerneas would have access to Terras, and Mega Meganium is like, maybe I should think about it like more in a scenario format where the bears are allowed but no legendaries because there's obviously no way you're using Mega Meganium with legendaries out. So, but at least Meganium has the niche of literally walling the bears, which is really really good. Uh, I think the special attack is good. I forgot exactly what I was going for, but I think Mega Meganium fits best with a rain team and it plays decently well off of Tailwind, in my opinion. And being a partner to Arcaludon is also pretty good because Meganium has quite a bit of weaknesses, but you can easily just switch right into Arcaludon. and just like get stamina boosts because of that. So I feel like there's ways to play Mega Meganium here, and it's so exciting. So this video isn't just going to be talking about Mega Meganium, but as I said, it's going to be like an update for the channel for content. So it's not just Pokemon Champions format that I'm waiting to come out, and then seeing if I either make videos off of Champions and or Showdown. But I also can't wait for season 7 of Marvel Rivals. So I've had a few videos in the past on this channel going over Marvel Rivals, and one of the main issues I've been having is that um I still want to make that type of content where I do the gameplay and then afterward I will go over my gameplay of at least games I've lost and then talk about it and learn from it, because I don't think of myself as a very entertaining type of personality, but I do think I can make videos that are interesting to watch and listen to. So that's pretty much my aim with these games. And I the other reason why I stopped making those videos recently is because the community for Rivals is absolutely horrid. Everybody knows this by now. Um, when it comes to people throwing and just like not trying, it makes me not want to bother try at all, right? It's like, what's the point? So I decided that after seeing the update of season 7, they talked about not only enforcing like harsher punishment and bans for people who are throwing games, and hopefully that's implemented properly and not getting innocent people banned, because a lot of people like to get trigger happy and mass report people for throwing even though that person was actually not throwing. So hopefully it's implemented properly. That should help encourage people to actually try, as well as the system that they've implemented where even if you're losing, if you are doing the best you can, the system is going to be programmed to recognize that and give you, in that case of you losing, you lose less points. And the people who play poorly, they lose even more points. And if you're winning and you're doing your best, you get even more points, like bonus points. But if you win, but you played poorly, you don't get as much points. I think that also further encourages people to actually try. So when season 7 comes out, I think if people wait a while, the environment of ranked is going to get a lot better, hopefully, and very likely a lot more toxic because people are going to be actually trying to win and not throw their games. Um, hopefully, I think that is going to be a season and environment where playing the game and making content for it is going to be a lot more enjoyable for me to do, and I can make more content on this channel for Marvel Rivals. So, and I'm still waiting for us for leak. So we'll see what comes of that. So that will be all for this channel update. Thank you guys for watching and have a good day.